Hello everyone! Today I would like to show you basic commanding of a group of subordinates. In this situation I don't want to be fighting alone because there are too many enemies. I will put the Force Recon team on the map and I want to be the leader of that team. And I'll give my team a car or something.
Now I am commander of Force Recons. There are multiple ways to command my troops. However, the default method is context command. That's activated by the spacebar. I can either hold the spacebar and click in the menu to issue a command and then continue with my own actions, or I can click the spacebar to permanently turn the context command on. Note that my cursor is different during the context command and I can no longer fire. But by pressing the leftmost button I'm issuing orders to the selected subordinates. By default I have all of them selected. I can select only some of them by pointing at them with the context command cursor, or I can press associated F keys. Every unit under my command has a number, and the F key of that same number selects and deselects the unit. So one way to quickly command a particular unit is just to press the F key. With F3 I select the unit number 3 and I can command him. I can just click somewhere on the terrain and unit number 3 will move to that spot.
3. Move 50 meters northeast.
Solid copy. Ready.
I may want to give more orders to that unit. It's possible to hold Ctrl key and when I click, the unit is not deselected. So I can continue commanding that unit and change the orders on the fly. So I hold Ctrl key, send the unit to a Hummer, and unit gets in the vehicle.
Ready.
And now I want him to move closer to us, so the unit is still selected because I hold the Ctrl key. I click pointing on the ground again and the unit will move there.
3. Move 50 meters to our front.
Understood. Ready for orders.
Now I want 2 and 4 to board as well. That's very simple. I just select the units, point at the Hummer and left click my mouse.
2, 4. Get in.
Note that the orders are changing depending on actual context. So if I point with selected units over a vehicle with empty positions, the default command is board that. If I point somewhere in the environment, default is move. If I point over an enemy target, default is engage that. I'll board that vehicle myself too. You can switch also yourself to the commanding tactical view by pressing full stop on the numeric keypad. In that mode you can use the same methods to issue orders, but you also have a better overview of the environment. It doesn't matter which view you are using. You can still use the same system to command your troops. And you can use the same system in the map. Some of the features in the game are dependent on difficulty options. At higher difficulty options, we try to simulate real-world conditions without any artificial help. Everything is up to you as a player to handle as in real world. However, at lower difficulty levels such as regular, you have some additional artificial help. For instance, you can see your position on the map. So now, I want my squad to move to the village Novi Sobor, where there are some insurgents. You select all the units either by pressing tilde key in the upper left of your keyboard or by pressing the spacebar, which will also instantly open the commanding view with all the subordinates selected. So all I need to do move them somewhere in the map is to press the spacebar or I can hold it and click somewhere in the map. That automatically issues my entire squad to order to move to that spot. You can see my team moving there.
All move 500 meters to our left.
You can still change the view and see how they execute the command. Note that AI may move differently based on their current combat mode and behavior. However, under most of circumstances, you don't need to manage this behavior. They will automatically choose what's best under given circumstances. As we know there are probably multiple insurgents in the village, it might be a good idea to check it a bit from a distance. At this spot I cannot see much, so I'll ask my team to move over to that small hill above the village. So first we can check what's in the village. I don't want to enter the village without knowing more about who is in it.
All move 1,000 meters east.
By the way, you can accelerate the time in a game by pressing the plus key on the main keyboard and decelerate with the minus key. Now I want my entire squad to disembark, so I just hold the spacebar and default command now is disembark. So I just click the left mouse button.
All dismount.
Roger. Ready.
I need to get out of that vehicle myself, so I display my available actions by rolling a mouse wheel and select the action I want to perform with the left mouse button. I choose get out in this case. It's possible to use even more advanced commanding options. They are bound to numbers. It's a system we have used for many years and it's backwards compatible. I admit it might have a steep learning curve. However, when you master it, it's probably the fastest possible method. As a little hint, you may display the command menu by pressing backspace. Here, every command group has its associated number. So by pressing that number, you will be able to enter the submenu. I don't want my group to engage, so I press spacebar to select them all. Then enter number 3 to enter the engage commanding menu and press 2 to hold fire.
All hold fire.
And you can remember that sequence. So it's 3 which is engage and 2 to hold fire. So when you remember this, you just press spacebar and type 3 and 2. Similarly, you can select your entire squad, press 3 and 1, which is open fire, fire at will.
All fire at will.
It is very easy to use, and you still press backspace to show the menu for you to see all the available options and learn them. Good thing about this system is that it really allows you to issue dozens of different commands to your AI, and it's still organized in a logical way. You can still use the mouse wheel to navigate through the displayed menus. For instance, I select my squad with space, press 3 to open engage menu, and now I start rotating the mouse wheel to select whatever item I want to, and left click the mouse to choose.
All scan horizon.
Now I press B key to use my binocular. I'll try to spot some enemies in the village. I can see one. To reveal the targets and report to AI, you use the right mouse button and click on that object in the game world. And if it's a target, it will get reported to rest of your AI. At the moment there is only one insurgent I can see. That doesn't look too bad. I can't see anyone else. So I'll tell my group to engage that unit, just by holding the spacebar, pointing at that unit, and I issue the order to attack that rifleman with a left mouse click.
All attack that man.
Got it.
By the way, my avatar uses gestures to command others, which the AI uses as well. For example, I tell them to move, and you see the gesture.
All move 50 meters west.
On the way.
Now I'm going to follow my AI to see what's going on. I will repeat the command to attack. The last command always overrides the previous one.
Enemy in Novi Sabor.
I spotted another bad guy. Oh, we are taking fire, so it seems there are more insurgents. I think we better get into that car. So I press the space bar and I'll send them to the Hummer.
All, get in that car.
Roger. Enemy man.
And I'll myself board the vehicle as well.
Ready.
You may notice my AI is automatically engaging the targets. Also, all of the observed enemies are marked in a map, which makes orientation easier. I'll select my squad and send them to approach the enemy positions. The enemies we detected only have light weapons, so I think we might directly engage them.
As in real war, Rambo-like tactics of one against all doesn't quite work here. The group of units is much more powerful, and effectively mastering the commanding of them is a key to success. Of course, it's up to you to choose the best tactics. However, your allies can always provide effective cover for you, which makes the whole game much easier to play. Also, team members can heal each other. That's what I wanted to show you today. Cheers!